Hello, Dark Alchemist Lazarus, and we are back. And I think we might just be at the end of the game. So, I'm excited. I'm gonna take these two with me, yeah. I don't know how much I'll be able to explore. I don't know how big this map. I'm hoping it's not super big. Otherwise, I'll need to do a few more episodes.
Looks like we'll have to find another way through.
Oh! Well, thank you. Load by a toadstool. They needed those. Immediately, I'm gonna go over to here. Yeah, that looks like a... Yep.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
Okay, I don't think there is going to be much exploration in this. At least not like in the other ones. From Tane. I made it to the garden somehow. The last thing I remember is getting lost. Stumbled through the woods past the volcano, and now here I am. Then again, maybe it was all dreaming. Maybe this is a dream too. What else is new? The plants are a nice touch, but a bit too humanoid. They fit right in the halls obscured. A little greenery to brighten up the enclosures. Anyway, I believe this marks the end of my sightseeing tour of the living lands. Not a moment too soon. I miss the comforts of home. Now, how do I leave? Oh well. I'll figure something out. I always do. Wink, your friend, Terran the Archmage, author of Terran's Chaotic Orb. P.S. I'm leaving this here for you, or a future version of you to find someday. Take care. See you at the next meeting of the Circle. I'll save you a seat next to me at the big table.
Tane was here? As in, Tane failed before.
Okay, so he's another Archmage of the Circle. Okay. Oh, just that, huh? Nothing else? I'm assuming Tane got out then if he was an Archmage. I doubt he would have. That. Oh. Goodbye. Okay. I'm gonna be real upset if Septal screws us over, though.
Don't see a better way down. You first. I'll be right behind you.
Hold on, wait a minute. remove the hands from others' feet, from others, all of which gather and help infested wildlife to feed. Into these heaps we set poison. With the severed heads we made pyramids, 10 heads to a side, and the count of heads in each pyramid was 385. Of the pyramids there were continued 7,707. We parted those who could run with vigor so that they would lead us to the other dwellings of the insisted would gather together their livestock, their wine and wealth to present to us. The first 10 of these tributes we accepted and gave mercy. And then after the 11th tribute, we began to kill those assembled. In this way, we made them gather themselves to be taken census and killed. In this way, we approach God through prayer. Mage folk are bastards. Through and through. Alright. Hold on. Ah. Okay. Actually, that's not at all what I meant to do. Okay. We made it very clear. If I want to explore that, I feel like I'm going to be swapping out my party members a lot, and I think that might be the point here. Okay. Now,
Envoy, what do you need?
said you had to talk?
When you find Salvador, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I didn't realize you like such a clicker
I'm a man
taste.
of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse. And Salvador definitely isn't docile. Not from what we saw on Mount Forja, or outside the ruins of Nakukubel. Nah, I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god?
I want to say, you're all about
You're
second
right,
chances.
because we are all in trouble if you're wrong. You know, if Salvador were only a smuggler, assassin, bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, I mean, when, we escape this place. Lucky thing your emperor sent his best representative as his envoy, right? You'll have your work cut out for you. A lot of people aren't going to make that distinction. Especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted Ludwig in Paradise for as long as her assistance was convenient. You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelgard banned the practice in Paradise. Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakukubel. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. One thing I've learned about war: strife and distance have a way of reducing nuance. All anyone else is gonna see is a threat display, on the doorstep of the Living Land's best cannoneers, no less. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's gonna talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're gonna talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time. This is why I stuck to soldiering. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelgard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy. I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. And lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you, and with you to the end of this. Anytime. Good night, Envoy.
Okay, you have...
Envoy, what do you need? Let's make sure you're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns.
It says he has dialogue, but it's not happening, I guess. Okay. We exit here. Alright, Giada, you'll stay back. Because I need him. Oh!
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. Laws were not enough. They writhe. They seek to silence us. Only essence sustains them now. Hatred seated in the heart. We wonder. We did not foresee this. We have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been. The seabed speaks in riddles, a pearl whose shell we cannot grasp. We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Yeah, so I think the Dream Scourge is rooting their way. And am I still bugged? Okay, there's a little pathway up there. Yeah, no, hold on. Real quick. Hey, buddy. What's happening? Oh, did I not? Oh, was I not? Did I not need to? Was there another path I'm supposed to take there? Oh well, I kind of want Kai. I kind of miss him, Kai, in the group. Kai and Giada were my two favorite.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. I was afraid of that. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
This is almost as bad as Ringworm's creepy sculptures.
Oh my gods. They're alive? How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castell, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
That would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
No, this can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. That isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
We are companions. Toys. Diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
That's 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. Easier said than done. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Chiara. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are.
Oh boy.
What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
Don't be. Nurtured or neglected, every garden dies in time. We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same.
Rest well.
Our purpose draws to a close. A long rest is assured. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, Demi. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
Yeah, no, I'd happily give you space. This is, crazy and a little fucked up. Is there a button around here? Oh. Creepy. Charm of Bones. So I'm sure skeletons to fire with you. That's kind of cool, actually. Oh. Okay. Wait, didn't I get like a bunch of armors and stuff? Yeah. Still attack damage, nice. Got counselors. Ooh, intellect and perception. or dexterity. Ugh. Or if they just increased all of those. In my new game, they're that high too, and I know they weren't before. Or is it like a passive thing? Like if you reach that high, then they just get to stay that high. That'd be interesting. Okay. I'm supposed to get to that one. Maybe 30. Okay.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
Must take it. Fall.
It seems I was not clear enough when I last spoke with you.
Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Hell? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You suspected, then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails.
Yeah, you just hated the fact that she was chaos.
A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. Of course, the poor goddess, worshipping the very thing that subsumed. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. You dare claim the domain of the gods is trivial?
Yeah.
Mind your tongue. Your blasphemy strains my patience.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. I refuse to even dignify that with a response. But there is still time. You can succeed where legally failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Never understood Wodka's appeal. Still don't.
I never thought I'd learn of the goddess's fate from being killed.
Cool. I have released the mage folk. Is there... Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I could probably do this, huh? Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Didn't even learn from my mistake. Yeah, I realized way too late that I could just freeze the water. It's hard to judge if I can actually climb something up, though. Sometimes it like looks like I can, and then I can't. Vice versa. I feel I'm gonna have to go through everybody's personal stuff here. Wild Walker. Pursuing an elemental status applies to that. Alright. It increases frost and all that accumulation on you, but that's because you spread it to everybody. Yep. Okay, hold on. So that's how we get to that. It's not how... Still confused by this one, then. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh! Ooh! What? Hurt! Oh, you need to go.
Stay on your toes.
East ahead.
Alright. Okay.
This room. It's just like Thomas. This place is cruel. Let's find your god, Envoy.
Don't worry, we are still going to deal with that. Can I please? Thank you. Stop. Stop. No. I'm going too far. Like, I don't want to get too far ahead and lose stuff here. Definitely upgrade a lot of weapons now. Wayfinder. Seems cool. I won't need much more of those. I stun. Just oh, okay. So it's a cool spear. I'll stick with the cool sword I got though. We are gonna deal with this real quick.
Tom. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine. It feels like I'm standing on a storm-tossed deck. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing. I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? That's the problem. I don't know what I expect anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger. Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. Now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. I am. It's like you said. I'm not letting my regret define me. I won't make that mistake again. And we've got farther to go before this is over. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain? True enough. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Oh, it's actually rather beautiful. Can I go up here, please? So doing that only allowed me to bypass. Ring of Amplification. Counterattacks cause larger hit reactions. Nice. I'm assuming that means I stun them more. That's when I popped out of in this area.
I know that place, right?
So this is Marius.
That was...
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, this is the cool place.
No. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. This place is Pedraku in many ways. This may be among the least of it.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive. First by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
I feel strongly that there's nothing left to forgive.
Easier said than accepted, Viate. Forgiving myself is the hardest part. We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it. I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Okay.
Majesty, how are you feeling?
Good to see an old friend, you know?
And saying goodbye, that's the hard part.
Talk to us, please. Please, the talking will help.
Well, obviously it wasn't my favorite thing, but
Grief is strange. You lose some, and you carry around a little hole inside yourself till you die. And maybe the same is true for the dead. Your friend obviously loved you.
How did we get on this topic? I thought we were talking about pancakes.
Actual working magfolk? It isn't looking this way, is it?
This one's mine.
Good lord. Okay. I feel like I got lost somewhere. So we go with Marius's. Good lord. Windwalker. Just so much, dude. I also at some point went forward without meaning to. I don't know how I managed that. You know what I mean? I literally just did this because I thought it was a secret area, not the way forward. Which, by the way, the way forward was supposed to be over here. So... Okay. Sarcophagus key. There's some kind of key, yeah? I assume that's why you can go back then. Maybe that's why. So, because I can go around that other area. Assuming. Why? Thank you. Oh, I see. Okay, well, if I find a sarcophagus key somewhere. I'll have to remember that. You know what I mean? Okay. So I feel like we're supposed to find a sarcophagus deeper. Before all that. Oh wow. It's strong.
Incredible.
To see all this in its heyday, in its full splendor.
What is happening? Was the affliction faster even here? It drains our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone. Hurry, your presence relieves us.
Okay. So the other way gets us. Surprised we didn't run into something for Yatsley. Oh! What the hell? I'm not gonna lie, I did not. I did not see that coming. No, I don't think I was. I think I was supposed to go in order. Marius, her, and then I'd get one for Yatsley. upstairs. We're gonna run into Yahtzee, maybe. Okay. Off the potion.
Everyone okay? Thank you for facing that with me. Let's go deal with your god.
Yeah, no problem. My question now becomes, where do we deal with Yachtsley's issue? Oh, yeah, an ancient memory.
We have been here.
I mean,
Here all the yesterdays before. Nothing grows, nothing dies. Here or beyond, we cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone. Still remains the clear glass of the pond. They took it all away. A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly, the stillness of night split by grinding steel. A chill in our spine. How could we name it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. A means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. Prune the branch, three grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. They could not kill us. They would curse us to oblivion. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sunlight, soul by soul. They broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
Listen.
There were too many, stinging, buzzing. They swarmed us. They raised machines. We tried to tear down the garden walls. Then, nothing. Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves. Yet they did. A light snuffed out. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you. We are the lamp, the bonfire, forces to be controlled. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here. Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand. Were we truly confined? Was there growth we did not see? Soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Remembrance of Sadal. Constantly regenerates from below 50%. Oh, hell yeah! Alright. I am also just kind of luckily finding all of this. Oh, damn it. I don't want to fight these things anymore, dude. These things hurt like hell. Oh, big robot man. In the images, though, these things were much bigger. These things were like Colossus-sized, which makes me wonder if there actually was Colossus-sized versions, and we're just fighting the baby versions. That's uniquely terrifying. Ow. Fuck off. I would like to rest soon. Preferably. Ah. Good shit on. I wanted to dodge, I did not need to jump. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay. Pop. Come on. I want to upgrade this so bad. Okay. Thank you. That was good timing on that, dude. Trap you. Kaya's not looking great. Let's do that. Oh. Oh. Oh, alright. I do not like fighting those things. Okay, I gotta go up there, which I saw the constant waning path all the way around. Pretty sure I could have just jumped up and climbed that way. Not like this. Nope. Like... I feel like there's something very important going this way. Walker ring. Oh, okay, so it does the exact same thing I now currently have a passive too. Hi, random coat. Okay, here now. I don't have to go that way to continue forward, because you kind of go all the way around. However, I feel like Yahtzle's story is around here. Broken aqueduct, huh? Was I supposed to go up here? Was this actually the way to go? Oh, I'm so mad. No, no. If this is the way I'm supposed to go, absolutely not. There's way too much left down there to explore. God damn it. Okay. I've got to find Yahtzle's little... I'm sorry? The Unmaker? Hard time targeting that thing. We'll take a look at that in a second here. Let me pop out of the water. The Unmaker? What was that? Two-handed. Power attacks deal 15% bonus attack damage. Critical hits deal high stun damage to nearby magic folk. Mage folk. Ah. Interesting. Can I get that in gun format? Okey-dokey. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, I saw this from up there. I feel like this is Yahtzle's right here. Is this not a thing for you, Yahtzle? Really? Have I been over there? I've not been over there. I feel like that would have been a thing for Yahtzle. Inevitability. There's just uniques all over the place. Low health. Defeat enemy gives you damage reduction for 8 seconds. Where would Yahtzle's little thing be? Right? Like... I'm stuck in the environment. I don't really want to miss it. Okay, I guess I no other way to go but forward. Ah! Okay. I don't know why that's happening recently, but I don't like it. My character just won't, Actually... potion, please? Good lord, that almost healed me all the way to full. Oh, big potions usually heal me up that much. To be honest. Oh, I see. Dude, I'm just finding the chest. There's the boots. 4 dexterity. Good lord. Okay. God, I'm actually tired. But like, oh, I guess you could have just done it that way. Okay, we're fine. I'm trying to find Yahtzee's story, but Jesus. The fact that he even maxed out armor, man. Couldn't care less about you, Mr. Skelly Mans.
Yahtzee, remind me not to make you mad.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
Okay. Good, I did find hers.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody pinch me. And there's even some wine to read with. Oh, whoever was here last, I would have gotten along well with them. Wonder who she was. Familiar. Gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life.
You actually did tell me a little bit about
Godless
this.
library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. I do love your idea of hiding out, Envoy. Finally, you've arrived. There it goes. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
You could be twins. Except your hair's better.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animalsers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
This is definitely sounding like one of Giada's ghost stories.
Was the last of the Akita. Once the attacks started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful, tried to butcher every last one of us. No. For some reason, Wodekin beliefs didn't really take off here, Envoy. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kingdom slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison. Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine. It really speaks to her dedication. Our dedication. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her Magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? I'm already intrigued. I don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy.
That's not what I meant to do.
I'm so glad that one of Sapodal's chosen stands with you, Yatsley. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions. Tell me about your marriage rites. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita.
That is not how
So
I meant
this is
that one to go.
goodbye. I wish we could have. No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Okay, I think everybody needs to talk. So... I could teleport back to where I was, I think. Good lord, this is heavy and not. Okay, so start with you.
Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but well, maybe talking it out will help. I think I just need to say some things out loud, if that's all right. It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appeared like the world's worst surprise. But it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the runes.
At least the dream has been...
I love the man, but he'll just be endlessly supportive, the fiend. And trying to send a letter when we're on the move like this? It's a struggle. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages. So am I. I think... For the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
I don't like making that decision for you. It's your life. You know your desires better than I do. I think you have to start with Rune, Graham. I don't think you'll ever figure something bad if you're. It's been about the godless. You can't stop now.
I ask because I want your advice on it. Please.
What do you think?
I don't like you studying with you. Well, the story I have hope for you is that you stay with Kulichi, because you two seem to be really good for each other, but that is also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Plus, if you outlive Kulichi, you might still be able to go study under her. She is the perfect person fit for teaching the Akenian ways, but I don't want her being trapped in the garden forever either. Plus, there's Fior.
You're right. Especially after all we've been through. Really, leaving them in Vidaro's hands is a fate I wouldn't wish on anyone. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. I'm sure Quilici will be relieved to know that I'll be back to make his life interesting again. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I think everybody has something they need to say.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people. I think it did. You really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't, go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could handle Sokka like that. Thank you. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
Yeah.
I guess not, huh? You probably never expected to die and come right back either. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway,
Oh, I would love it. I would love her taking the option of to mention the poison that we first met. That would have been great. Oh, that would have been such a cool one. Oh, do you not have anything to say?
I've heard of strange colors in the sky, and weeks of twilight in the white that wins. I wonder if it's anything like this. I barely plan further than the next meal, and you're asking me? I don't know, Envoy. I just try to take each day and each battle as it comes. And you can see where that's gotten me. But I think it's possible to be too prepared. Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know what all of us think by now. Ultimately, you're the one who has to decide what to do with Sapado and where your loyalties lie. My advice? Get a good night's rest. And when the moment comes, follow your instincts. Don't forget that every soul in the living lands hangs in the balance.
Oh, thanks. Way to lay it on there.
Look at it this way. Whatever you choose, you'll end the Dream Scourge, and you'll give the living lands a future. And I'd wager that's better than where we are now. Rest while you can.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. Mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapadal's.
Yeah, you were generous to forgive them.
Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. It was wrong. Of course I can. But now, I can do them for the right reasons. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful. They probably won't even notice me. But stranger things have happened. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more. But that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want. There are too many variables to consider. What do you think? I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it. I know they will be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so.
Okay,
Now
I really
just
like
have to
this.
decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details.
Oh, but I
I've
want to
only
be
got
bored.
one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
No problem.
Parents would be proud. Maybe good night.
Right? Okay. Am I able to... Previous location. Fantastic. I really want Giada here. If I really hope I don't absolutely need her for any more hidden walls. But
Much as I want to look around, we need to find your god fast. This must be the Akita building the library. Great.
I don't see why she couldn't do both, though, honestly. Take the tablets out from here. Like, make frequent trips back and forth if she could. And bring that knowledge too. The reflection of payback. Once again, I had purpose. Tells me because of summoning the solace, and I name the someone once dwelt the dwarf named Dondry, who received divine knowledge from no divinity. For the first time in many multiple attacks time, I think that I can truly pray. I can feel God function. I must go into solace and discover all traces of the insist and utterly extirpate whatever remains of them. Praise God function. That is not what I meant to do.
Absolutely not.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves off.
I think I slowed some of them down. Please tell me that's gonna remain that way. Okay, can I go down? I can go down. Yeah, like I saw the golden chest. Ow. It's our brooch of spreading flame. Fire enemies to jump to nearby. That's actually kind of cool. If I play a fire wizard, that'd be so strong, I feel like. It just sucks you get that at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Not a lot of chance to really utilize that. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, how far back is it going to send me? Please not be that far back. Good lord. I'm a dumbass. Oh god, how far back am I? Oh, okay, it just didn't send me back to that. I was about to say, it just took me back to the crystal, it looks like. No. Wait a minute. Yeah, this way. Okay. Go through all that all over again. Ooh, God. Okay. For gods, I guess. Shortcut. Not really. But it's fun to pretend I almost missed that shot. Oh my god, that would have been embarrassing. Okay. This was already double it, yeah? Okay, don't know why I slowed down tremendously there. Are you... Okay.
Much as I want to look around, we need to find your god fast.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, no, it just sent me back to the crystal instead of sending me to wherever I was. Which, while annoying, because I had to run all the way back, it's not that bad. I don't know why I'm getting diamonds. I can't use them for anything. Can't sell them either. I just realized I'm level 28. Jesus. Bop.
Absolutely not.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves off.
Just jumped right into the blade like that. Okay. I wanted to go take a look at what that was over there. I didn't mean to. There was nothing over here. Good to know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oopsie daisy. Oh, a new Audra crystal.
We survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh!
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, Steve.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I've been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting. Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
Had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled. When haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me.
Ooh.
Now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death. So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy. Well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightened. And I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Under the circumstances, that's entirely reasonable.
Join the club.
I'd be more concerned if you weren't scared. Did you think we'd judge you for that?
True. Most of the weight of all this sits on you.
None of us thought this would be easy. For you, most of all. We've survived our own hardships. Now we'll survive yours.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died. Which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your story. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those spoilers. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
All this bread is just exhausting. 5 crew oddballs on a mission to confront a god. What else could go
Quite a
wrong?
lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living land's suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Please tell me I get all of them at the end. That would be so cool if that was the thing. Exit previous look. No, exit here. It's fine. Ah, dude, that would have been so cool if, like, at the very end you got to have all 4 of them. Okay. No, healer and tank, though. Absolutely. When I had just these 2 for the longest time, dude, oh, like, so many things went well. Like, I like Marius, and I love Yatsley as well, and they're pretty good, too. But, ooh, okay. Yeah.
Sabadell's prison.
I'm getting more points there, but I got another point here, so we're just gonna increase some health here.
What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Let's look around. There's got to be a mechanism somewhere.
I swear I just saw Mage Luck right there. Hello? No? No, I did find that sarcophagus key, did I? No? Oh, 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 ow, 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 ow. Okay.
Quiet as the depths.
Okay. Okay. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Oh. Cool. I did all that for that. I wanted the secret, so. Where am I going? Hi.
We've got
Christine. Yeah, I'm just gonna take care of you up here. Yeah, I'm not going down there. We're not doing that. Oh, fuck. Fancy trick. Oh my god. Yeah, she'll, yeah, please. Please be enough to kill it. Oh. Ow. Severed folk arm? Okay, I needed that apparently. Okay, no, not that way yet. Maybe that way? What's going on? Oh, I see.
Careful with that thing. It's a mind of its own. I'm rooting for the skeletons.
Okay. So I had to do that. I was supposed to do that. That was... I did not go the secret way. Nope, don't know how to miss that, but... Get me out of that.
That was a close one.
Right. Okay. So it was like a kind of like a secret path, sort of. Oh. I didn't realize if I just left it alone. Oh no. Okay. I'd probably be taking pot shots from you yahoos and that guy. Tell you what. Oh. Oh. Okay.
So, this is how you imprison a god.
Keep your guard up. You gotta live to tell this tale.
Right.
East ahead.
What is happening to me? Do I have to get rid of you? Okay. Why are you attacking me? Dude, I need whatever ice fish to get off my ass. Right the fuck now. Why are you not attacking giant charisma? You know, pristine mage folk. Like, come on. Well, let's go. I have this one. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Give me that. Thank you. I don't think there's anything else to do. Gonna move. Oh, okay. Oh, we're putting a lot of faith here. Oh, okay. To the Pillar of Audra there.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real.
Well, that's just rude.
Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil. You persevered.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you are here.
Yep. Despite the best evidence of the
They
gods.
choked our light, clipped our wings, pinned our hands. We felt only the bars, the shackles. They did not explain. We wish it could have been different. We only wanted connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The stranger is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there. Breathe. Focus. Shape the essence with your hands. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now, a chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand. And where is your mercy for us? You know we deserve better than this. Give us peace. We want a chance to
I said I'd give it to you as long as you actually mean that. As long as you actually change.
opportunity. Do you think we have learned?
I literally know those other options were better.
We deserve more than this prison.
Yes, let me choose the option to set her
Let
free.
us have a chance to rest. We want peace.
Literally none of those.
But do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear?
None of those options would let me.
the beautiful thing you killed. Already you have forgotten.
Oh, fuck me.
We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said? More than anything, that is what we
Yeah, let me pick the option and let me set her free now at this point. You're like, the game's literally not. Literally, the game is forcing me to be antagonistic, and I hate this.
Feel us.
Like, I should have just chosen the very, very first. I did not think it was going to force me to be this antagonistic.
The time has come for you to act. End our pain and the dream scourge.
Yeah, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what I've been trying to select this whole time.
Give us.
Yes, I want to. Let me make the choice now, please. Don't make me fucking have... Okay. I'll free you. Show me how.
Center your thoughts.
There we go.
Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates.
Okay.
We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mold.
A little ominous there at the end, but... Sebald's Fury. Unleash the power of Sebald, lift all nearby enemies in the air and slam them down, dealing high damage. Oh, okie dokie. I do not like how jank I am moving right now. Okay, no, I think it is still... I thought maybe I was being possessed or something for a second there. Okay, we need to go save Paradise, right? That's... Is that what we're doing after this? Because they're getting it... So I'm assuming the deer invaded. What is happening? I mean, this is pretty. I like this. Okay. I thought they were gonna fly out and like... Oh, there it goes. Okay. I thought they were gonna like fly out and things were gonna change. Is that gonna show me Paradise right now? Is it on fire? Oh, through the strangled Audras. Whoa. Weird. So she's teleported us back to Paradise because it's being invaded. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. I'm glad I was right by sticking with her, by teaching her how to be forgiving and all that, and to like, I kind of called her out on the things that she did, but was understanding about the fact that why she did it. I knew it. I was really thinking that was going to help Sepidal be good. I imagine if you're antagonistic the whole way, or you're not understanding, probably is like the bad ending, where Sepidal throws another tantrum and learns nothing from her past.
Audra's depths. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. We'll have time for that later. Assuming there is a later.
Ah. Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started. And the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks. Welcome to the Living Lands.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. Feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more of your people's ships in the harbor. And Steel Garrote Dam is past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
It's who strikes last that counts.
Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sabado?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sabado. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the Living Lands is free to heal.
Yeah, can we get back to the Paradise is on fire bit?
All in all, rather a successful day.
Hill and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Absolutely.
They marched in with no one. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Easy.
Okay.
Here now. Where did they come from?
Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're doing? What's the point of exploring if you just want to plant your flag everywhere?
Sounds like my headset is dying. Well, maybe I can... Hold on. Okay. It's still plugged in. How did you
I
escape?
took my notes and bolted when they came through Hightown. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
Right?
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Ballarog.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. God, I hope they're not trapped in there. I'm sorry I can't be more help.
You've done enough, thank you.
You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Ballarog yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
What do you got, buddy? Ooh, you basically have a shit ton of everything. I don't really have a whole lot of cash. We'll take those, though. And those. And those. Okay.
Why is there snow here?
It's gotta be Raingrim's work.
We meet again, Envoy. Paradise burns, thanks to Ludwig and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
I killed
It wouldn't be the first time she's come back.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions. A tsunami inevitably rejoins the ocean as simple water. The analogy only really works if you're mortal, and I'm not. It is indeed
I'll admit, I almost miss it. The mystery, the days of research. Now we're back to simple mortal drama. Perhaps a new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Ah, that mortal zeal. Always so fun. We will see if you're correct. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire. Mortal comforts are so very adorable. All you desire are your base needs lavishly fulfilled. Goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later. Wow. Feels like everyone's here now.
Everyone kind of ran off in different directions. Okay. I go... Oh, I leveled again. We'll increase might once again. Because why not? I have 2 points. Increase toughness. And increase that. Okay, I recognize where we're at. This is... Whew. Alright. Oh, hello.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Envoy. I knew you'd show up eventually.
How is Emerald Stair? More importantly, how are you?
Thriving on both counts. I'm happy to report. My revenants were just getting comfortable in Thirdborn when the Steel Garrote stepped out of line. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock. Likewise, I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. Emerald Stair is healing, believe it or not. Once this is over, our crops will flourish like never before. Indeed. The metaphysical currents of the living lands are beginning to settle. Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing. My flock will keep us safe and secure.
Thank you. My compliments to the flock, as always.
We know. Did you help us? I must have seen you in a dream.
Oh! You are fine now!
I thought Belena would be safer if she were here with me.
Oh! She didn't go cray-cray! Oh, good! Some of the rangers... Hello.
Oh, Envoy. How good to see you here as we stand together at the brink of this historic event. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but I am grateful to you for bringing Dolna's theft to light. Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote. The people of the living lands stand ready to defend their home. Yes, what happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Bargrunen after all.
What's the plan if Paradise falls?
We will find a way to persevere. We Bargrunen have a gift for surviving inhospitable conditions, and always have. Whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget us. I fear that more than our deaths. If Edir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture and our ways. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope so, Envoy. I truly do. That's as much as I'll say. You have a role in deciding what happens next. Do the right thing, Envoy. Let history remember you for the correct reasons.
As soon as my gun's cleaned, I'll get out. Let's go.
I don't wanna go to Yespa. Sure will. Envoy, how did you... I don't know. Where did you come from? You just appeared out of nowhere.
It's long, possible.
Your face. No wonder who's god like you were. But listen to me, Randy. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request while you're here. As much as you can, be good to the living lads. I'd just like for us to live lives that are free, for us, not out here to determine our fates. It's going to be up to you, Envoy. I know you have much to do, so I'll just leave you with that. Thank you.
Okay. We are absolutely gonna upgrade our shit real quick. Yup. 1000% we are upgrading our shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, I need to sell. Oh, do you guys... Okay.
There you are, Envoy. You ready for this? Understood. Same here. I guess it helps we have a god on our side, right? I mean, a god beats a skeleton knight any day. This is just cleanup. Just figuring out who controls the living lands from here out. Someone once told me that war is just applied politics. Never really understood what that meant. Anyway, you should get some rest. Oh, if you need to rehearse any speeches or whatever, make sure you do it in front of someone else.
You don't want to hear my speeches?
I promise you I've heard it. Talk to you later.
We really must stop meeting like this. People are tired.
Okay.
Sweet dreams on.
So, here we are. The first and last battle for the living lands.
We can only hope it's the last.
Try praying instead of just hoping. That might work better for you. Metaphysically, the battle is already over. Sapadal is free, and the Dream Scourge is gone. But politically, we have a small mess to tidy up.
We have unfinished business with the
I
Steel
intend
Grove.
to send a message to the Steel Garrote, and it won't be subtle.
Yeah, at this point,
Anyway,
I'm not a part of the
who knows what
Adherents.
tomorrow will bring. So let's be grateful for today. You've earned a little peace of mind.
We all
I
have.
think that's enough wool gathering for now. Besides, I need to tinker on the phantasmal focus. Make sure it's ready for war. Don't stay up too late.
Okay.
Not before I've done some reading.
So here. Okay, confirm. Okay. I'm gonna go back to you. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna do. Grab that. Giada. Not Giada. You. Up here, buddy. I need to sell stuff to you. Super bad right now.
Envoy!
Okay. Don't know if I'm gonna have enough of those. But we'll see. I want to make sure I'm fully kitted out for this.
We strike as Padrunen. We strike as one. We cannot afford to hesitate.
Oh man, I bet you if I didn't kill those outcast people, they would have been here to help too. Damn, I'm so mad about that. Yes. Tell me I don't have enough. Okay. Don't really want to get rid of. Did I not just... It only broke down to one, huh? Whatever. Yes. How many... I wish I could upgrade myself without having to be in the party camp. See how many of the sticks I can buy from him. Hopefully enough to craft more.
Envoy.
Yeah, yep. Cool. Okay. Oh! Did I crash? I think I just crashed. Oh, why'd that make me crash? Oh, that's lame. Why? I literally never crashed. This is the first time I crashed. I'm so close to beating it. I'm so close. Okay. Why? Why did that make it crash? I'm mad. I'm mad about that. Thankfully, I just left the party camp, so it should be fine. I should be right there. Because I think that's an auto-save every time you leave the party camp, so... I thought this was gonna end a lot sooner, to be completely honest. This is one of those, like, I really thought I was right there at the end. I did not expect this to be 2.5 hours. And counting since I crashed. Like, legitimately. Oh. I don't know why the shaders always take forever, but they do. Yeah. Yep. Come on. Yeah. I don't like the Empire. They can go kick rocks. It's okay. Yeah, I was working on that. Oh, unspent companion points. I think this was yeah. Yeah, I hadn't sold anything yet, so. I'm gonna make 5. I think that's what I need. do this though. Make 7. Okay. Also. Gillowing's tusks. Alright, yeah. We're gonna set up party camp because I'm gonna make sure all of my gear is 100% fully upgraded. Crafting. Okay. Inventory. Okay. Oh, Jana.
We should take a moment to acknowledge what happened back there. You liberated the god of the living lands. Now they are unchained, free to do whatever they want. It's quite a gamble you made.
Yep.
I admire your confidence. If not for you, Sapadal would still be pacing their cage like a wild animal. Which means you have leverage over a god. How do you plan on using it?
I don't think my relationship is.
You're probably better off then. Sapadal's imprisonment shaped this island. Now that everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions.
Yep.
For better or worse, change is inevitable.
Yep.
Maybe you'll find some comfort in prayer, now that one of the gods is listening. I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. The subject matter is a bit much for our little camp. Just be careful what you wish for. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here, I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Until next time. Thanks
Okay.
for talking.
Alright guys, let's do it. I am as fully geared as I possibly can be. Like, I literally cannot... Dude, this is so cool seeing this, like, oh. These guys didn't make it, damn. It's crazy seeing this way. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's like, that's Castle's Folly over there. Isn't it?
Envoy? Is it really you?
Nihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god.
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Bakutenek?
It's too preposterous to believe. How could a plague be ended by speaking with a god?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened? Finally, a ray of sunlight shines through the storm cloud.
I will not grovel at the envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
Consider yourself blessed to be so ignorant, then. Thirdborn lost more good people than wardens with wits.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Sabadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
So you say. But Shatterscarp is still littered with dream thralls, and Temerity is still pacing her room, muttering in the dark.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Wodika no doubt saw Sapodal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutenek was raven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
Similar roots had infected the structures at Naku Kubel. If they and the Dream Scourge were really the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
For now. Who's to say they don't get their feathers in a ruff again and wipe us all out with a tsunami?
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sabadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Having Sabadal at our beck and call might be to our advantage. I'd like to see Rawatai try to stand toe-to-toe against a god.
Keeping watch over Sapodal is a sacred task Nanvo gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwine has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
She's seen better days. You wouldn't know it, judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's run through the militia like a whirlwind.
Alright, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodika lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That'll be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. You might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
Thirdborn still suffers from the Dream Scourge. Though you may have ended the plague, Envoy, many in Shatterscarp still are not themselves. I could bring no more than a handful when we heard.
Likewise, my wardens are still reeling from effects of the eruption. The keep was saved, but there is much to repair, particularly if we are to endure a siege. Most of my men remain at the keep. I can't risk them against the Steel Garrote for the sake of Paradise, not when we are so few.
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, southern Paradise is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.
Is there nothing our people can do?
Given the state of our supply routes after the Dream Scourge, and the Steel Garrote's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
Well, it's been a point of debate. We can't agree on how to stand against the Steel Garrote, nor who should lead the effort.
There are too few of us to risk an uncoordinated effort.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Even if our meager forces should make it inside.
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill him.
Precisely. The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Woedican state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement. Somewhere inside that hollow head of hers, I believe she always hoped she'd turn you to her side. Remember, she has an obligation to Woedica, a solemn oath. Neither the Steel Garrote nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig in the tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence. Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now. The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for the Living Lands. The Inquisitor answers only to Woedica. In attacking Paradis, she has dragged us all far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires. Ludwig agrees. Our success would model the order and dignity of the Steel Garrote. For
You think I'll ignore what I've seen with my own eyes? The Empire has brought us nothing but chaos and suffering.
Yep.
Careful, Envoy. Adir may still have a part to play. Don't let loyalty blind you.
I'm not.
I can't wait to see how you weasel out of this one.
I know it will. We are leading by example, returning order and dignity to Paradis in the wake of the Clavager's death. We will do the same to the frontier, given the chance.
Where was order and dignity when the Steel Garrote attacked my home?
My administration had nothing to do with that, as I know you know. Adirian rule and rule by the Steel Garrote would be markedly different beasts.
Spoken like a fucking diplomat. Splitting hairs when it all comes from the same head.
Order and dignity. That's what you think we're missing? Bastards! All of you!
You will take it all, whether the chance is given to you or not.
What passes between Ludwig and her men, or between Ludwig and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, this was the alternative.
Your empire is doing what it does best. Stamping out dissent until surrender is the only option.
Your republics are hardly any different. Their intentions for Deadfire were certainly not pure.
As you say, we left the republics for a reason.
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
I know why.
You have seen more of this land and met more of its people than any of us. Your opinion is informed. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. But against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're a dear, so I trust you. These fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway. Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your king got here.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel, even less. So long as the Wardens can continue our vigil, I'm open to uniting, if you are.
Thirdborn alone couldn't stand against the storm. But the might of all of us, together, we could deter any but the most fearsome adversaries. And that's what cannons are for.
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the Empire do to stop us? When my people return to Fior, we could create such miracles of animancy, the Living Lands would become the breadbasket of the world.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Of course. Well, don't leave me in suspense. Oh, gods have mercy.
Solus and her Wardens stand vigil with the Living Lands.
You can count on Thirdborn. Our cannons stand with the Living Lands.
This is the choice.
Fior
Fuck
and
it
her
here.
animals stand with the Living Lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
Guys, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
The Living Lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwine must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
Oh my
I'm
god,
proud to
this
fight at
is
your side, Envoy. One last time.
this is so much conversation. Jesus.
Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza. May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Time to stop the Steel Garrote. Lead the way, envoy.
Okay, hold on. I need to do more conversing. She has an idea on how to kill Vodka. This is the longest video ever. Oh, I really didn't think it would go on this long. Okay, what do you have to say?
You should get some sleep. Big day coming up.
Okay.
Right. Things feel different now. Wrong, somehow. I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but it's always been a fight to survive. It's just a fight. Putting my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness. You know, I've never seen a bear go to war. They fight for survival, not for causes. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for what? A concept of how things ought to be? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise until the island decides it's time for a change. It's fine. Really. But it's a blessed day Sokka when you think about it. Right. Careful you don't get stuck in all that sap. I'll be alright. You go get some rest.
Okay.
Can't sleep? Neither can I.
You said you had a way to kill.
We're going to battle for the soul of the living lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradise militia. Your emperor will not be pleased.
Screw him.
Indeed. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adherents will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you are told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last. All we ask in return is that you do the same for us. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him. I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
Hold on, you...
In truth, I'm not as worried as I used to be. I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulating a theory, you might say. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Stubbornness, unfinished business, that sort of thing. Ludwig is held together by faith, and that may be her undoing. Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapadal should not exist. A new god independent of hers? Blasphemy. By that logic, you shouldn't exist either. And yet here you are. By staying alive, of course. You are the godlike of a heretical god. A contradiction to her reality. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Her entire worldview depends on it. Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. For the research. When I agreed to travel with you, I didn't think I'd find myself at the center of a political upheaval. So imagine my surprise when you gave the living lands a chance to unite, to prove itself, and to stand tall before its enemies. Granted, it was an uphill climb. The Dream Scourge exposed our weaknesses, our vulnerabilities. Thanks to our struggle, the island finally knows itself. Now we can decide who we want to become. I can't wait to see what we do with that freedom. Agreed. We've fought hard just to defend what's ours. But to answer your question, the future looks bright for a change. If I
Okay.
must.
Okay. Are we done? Are we finally done with all of the monologues? Good lord. I really thought this was not going to be nearly this long. Okay. Let's go. Take an extra spear. Out. Oh.
Here we go.
Magic Mistol. Those ones are on our side. Okay.
Who's hungry?
Get him. Stop right there.
Oh.
Ease ahead.
I summon friends now. Oh! That dude! He's the one we helped. Oh, I do have all of them with me. Oh, this is awesome. Let's go. Well, at least to help me with getting into the...
thought you left town weeks ago. About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen to. I saw a few on my way here. I imagine they've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Listen, one of the Garot's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the captain who forgot it. You shouldn't find much opposition down there. I wish someone had stood up to the Steel Garot a long time ago. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. Good luck.
We should go now. The fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
This is awesome. Survivors. Thank you. Nope. Mm-hmm.
Stop right there.
Executed. I don't know where to use the key, but... Oh!
Over here. What exactly do you think you're doing?
Liviana, don't you ever take a break?
You nearly died in my clinic. Correction, you did die. And now look at you. Fighting the Steel Garot. What have you got to say for yourself? I bet you're sorry. Kai, is this your doing?
Come on. I couldn't have kept him out of the action if I wanted to.
I knew you were a bad influence. We're patching up folks as best we can, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. War is a damn bloody mess. Yeah, stop the fighting. I can't say I approve of you leaping into the fray, but it's always nice catching up with a former patient. Wait a second. Jada? Jada Castell? What are you doing in the middle of this?
Surviving. It's good to see you, Liviana. Unfortunately, we're on a tight schedule. Do you need anything? Money? Supplies?
Once this is over, I could always use another pair of hands at the clinic. The invitation's still open.
Thank you, but I've decided to tough it out as an animator. On my own terms. Can you manage without me?
Are you kidding? I'm happy for you. Besides, I've got Chico on bandage duty. I just wanted you to know there's a place here whenever you want it. Gods be with you, Envoy. For my sake, try not to die a second time.
No promises.
You know this. You practiced with Uncle Capo 100 times. Tight? Not too tight.
Oh,
Don't
man.
drop the work through it.
Alright, let's go. Some more there. Oh, I see. That's where the door was. Gotcha. Doing okay, buddy? Oh, I know exactly who you are. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Hold on. I can take care of the plaza on my own.
Never had a chance. Monica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
That's Ludwig ahead. Lead on. I'm with you to the end.
Okay, I was like, where's Giada?
There you are.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? You'll get your chance.
Then what are you waiting for?
Look around now. Heelguard should have listened. Tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
You can tell Wodaka yourself once we've sent you back to the wheel.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the cause. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over whatever deal you struck will be lopped off at the wrist. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Aloy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live. Judgment has been passed. Now comes the sentence. Steel yourself, Aloy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
Who says I'm the one that's gonna die?
Not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
Will. Must. You have no choice. Face me and die, Madonna. Or fall to your knees and die as a coward. How you die doesn't matter. But you will die. Every vestige of Sapadal must be wiped from this earth. The burned queen demands it.
We are a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of what we mean.
The Burned Queen doesn't need to sully her power with mortal concerns. Not when she can rely on me. I will pursue her ambitions until my bones grind themselves to dust.
That's a really
While
cool
you
looking
are
skull,
little
though.
more than a nursemaid to your diseased false god. Hear me, envoy. I am the avatar of the Burned Queen, the goddess of retribution. I am her sword arm, her will in the world. And so long as I can fight, I will be her champion.
But she failed to ensnare the living lands, and we are free. How long until Rodica finds a new avatar?
Temporary setbacks. The war for
Oh,
the
I
living
don't think I'm going
lands
to have the
can
intelligence to
still
continue
be
on
won.
this.
And if I must stand alone against you, the militia, and every farmer you've given a sword, then I will. I will die 1,000 times for my queen, if that's what she desires. I've done all that I could. She sees that. She must. I believed we were alike, envoy. That when the time came for you to prove your loyalty, you would choose Adir. I believed the dream of our future, of our resurgent empire, would move you as it does me. And if that failed, I believed the Burned Queen would stop you. Yet here you stand before me, my enemy, unopposed by the gods. Why?
The worm of doubt gnaws at her soul. Where was Rodica when she needed her most? Where is she now?
I don't.
A faith that demands constant proof is a faith unworthy of the name. My goddess is my life. My devotion to her has no limit. There is no suffering for her.
I don't have the
will not
intelligence. I don't have the
endure.
perception or intelligence for this.
For years I told myself this. Despite her long silences, her censure, the pain. I don't deserve better. I don't.
Oh! Damn
Let's
it.
kill me as no one ever has. Hold nothing back.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the next world.
Let's finish.
Noted.
this.
I want a high resolve next time. At least 15.
Once I'm done killing you, you're not.
But now I know. You can save Lodwin.
Every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
This is what we prepared for. No port.
Yeah, don't you focus on my healer. Right here, baby. Right here. You and me. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Oh, you're so fancy with your sword. Bop.
Whoa, queen among queens.
Just gonna take a moment to do that.
Ease ahead.
Ooh. Fancy trick you got there. And let's just take care of all your little buddies there. Come on. Oh. Crushed her with that ability. Oh, she's still going. Okay. What's happening? Yep. Oh, that's not good. Okay, they're only rank 4, so that's 5.
He's ahead.
Can you heal us all, please? Are you interrupting my attacks? Okay, you know what? I think it's time we upgrade the gun. I'm sorry, Jenna. I will help you as soon as I can. Okay, boom. You literally just summoned. Oh, you are a bitch and a half.
He's ahead.
Oh my god. Oh! I don't know if that's she only would have gone to half or if I interrupted it and in actually ended up stopping her from healing to full. How many health bars you gonna get, bitch? Ooh, almost got me that time. Ooh.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if not.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
I love Marius.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the living lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. Though free, Shatterscarp is still haunted by the surviving Dream Thralls after the destruction of Naku Kubel. The routine hunt for the remaining monsters becomes part of Thirdborn's everyday life, another chore atop a hardscrabble existence with few comforts. The youthful make a game about it, retrieving artifacts from the dead to return to those they left behind. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first, but after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns.
I knew keeping the keep was not a bad idea.
She develops a taste for Valian sweets. When Kai leaves the living lands, he is no longer running. For the first time in many years, he can face the future. He returns to Rauatai, committed to peace for his people, those he left in Rauatai, as well as those he found in the living lands. He joins the Ronganui's council, counterbalancing powerful voices of isolationism and hawkishness. It is a long and difficult battle, and he is happy to fight it. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animal,
Yes!
She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands.
She's working with the Domagons.
Nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fiorma's Iverna lives on in her. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fiorma's Iverna. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away.
Oh.
Freed from torment for the first time in centuries,
Maybe she would have been happier as a
Sappho
librarian.
turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls return to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sarpedal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterskull, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts, and on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Is that it? Also, who is the voice actor for Kai? Okay, there's the art. Hold on. Audio, but maybe not necessarily voice. It's gorgeous, by the way. Production. Programming, yeah. Oh, there's some AI in this. Well, I guess all video games have some sort of AI, right? With the way enemies attack you and whatnot. That was kind of stupid. Hold on. I looked away for a second. The quality assurance, okay. I want to see if I can see the voice actor. Concept team, audio director. Communications. DevOps. These two. Those development weddings, development babies. Development tabletop characters. Sign. Odd. Voiceover. Wow. So many. I don't know who any. I don't know who they're tied to. I don't know who the characters are tied to. So I don't know who voices. Damn. I was curious who voiced Sky. Dude sounds awesome. Same for Marius. Actually, same for Yatsley and Giada too. Like, they all sound really good. I like that each area kind of had like some slightly different, you know, accents, as it were, kind of, or at least the Giada like had a different accent, and then Yahtzee kind of had a bit of an accent too, I think. Almost, I don't know. She sound more elegant, if a bit eccentric, which I actually love. She nailed like the eccentric, you know, archaeologist well. Ooh, hold on. In loving memory of who? What happened? Of Terry Hess. Wonder who that is. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought that was a very fun game. That's it. That's officially the end. I'm so sorry this one took so long, guys. You all have a good night. Smooth sailing, clear skies, and calm waters. Until next time.